So let's talk about the election, shall we? So I've been posting, relatively every day about, or I try to post it every day. Who do you think will win on my Twitter feed? Oh man, do I get backlash all the time. Why do you keep posting these? It's hurting your image. My gosh, I'm losing respect. It's like, I don't care what you think. No one's won yet, okay? I don't care that AP has declared Biden, whatever, the president-elect, and that he has a halo in all the pictures. It says office of the president-elect with that circle, and all the pictures that they post of him have that like circle just around his head, like he's some sort of, I don't know, figure that we should revere. Like, no, that man's a terrible person. So, but that's my personal opinion, obviously. But I just, I've been posting it, and, it's been pretty heavily still leaned towards President Trump. A lot of people still believe that Trump's gonna win it, and I do too. And, he's called for all these people to show up on the 6th of January. He asked people to show up. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about this. Well, I'm going. I'm definitely going to show up. And now I'm hearing that hotels are denying. They're like, actually, we're going to close down. That's not going to stop people from coming. Are you serious? This is where it's come. They're like, nah, we're gonna stop because there's actually a Black Lives Matter activist calling for the hotels to shut down because racists are coming. And it's like, oh my gosh, when you guys are the ones burning and looting, like we literally haven't burnt or looted anything. We are rallying to our president who asked for us to be there. So I'm going to go. All right, but let's get into some of this information because I as I said, Georgia election bombshell. Wait till you hear what I have to say about this. All right, let me get to the first. I have a few things to go over, but I want to jump right to it because it is insane. Okay, here we go. This is Jovan Hutton Pulitzer. What an impressive man. All right, so we've got this hearing going on in Georgia, about election integrity. And, he retweeted someone who sums it up perfectly. I'm just going to read it here. Jovan Pulitzer just now hacked into a Fulton County voting machine that is being used in the Georgia runoff, and it is connected to the internet. He has established two-way communication from a polling pad in a voting center. That's right. He literally hacked into the software, into the voting machine during the hearing. Oh my gosh. What? I couldn't believe it. I was so shocked. I was like, did I just hear this? Because I was watching it. It was a couple hours long. So, and when this guy came on, he was very solid. He was talking about a lot of things, and he's been doing this for 25, I think it was 25, 27 years, specifically the past 6 years, on how the internet and how, fraud can happen via the internet. And he was like, oh yeah, check this out. My team right now is connected to a software. And the people asked him, all right, well, is this like some sort of mobile unit? He's like, no, it's in a building. An actual the actual voting machine in the building. It's not the thermostat connection that you keep hearing about. It's the actual pad, the polling pad in the voting center. All right, so that means this guy proved to them right then and there that these machines can be connected to wirelessly. They've been denying that for a long time. And then they said, well, in some states they can be connected to the internet. Okay, well, which is it? Is it, can they be connected or can they not? Well, he just proved during a hearing on election integrity in Georgia that these election software machines can be connected to the internet. This is insane. Right then and there, I mean, just that. Any of these machines, these votes can be hacked. They can be changed. If he can hearing connect to them, imagine what a professional hacker can do. Someone who's hired to hack into the system. Guaranteed they can hack in there and change the votes. It's 2020 for another day, but it's 2020. Hackers 10 years ago probably could have done this. 20 years ago. Come on. You don't think that hackers nowadays know what they're doing, that they can get into that if they wanted to, especially if they're mid-hearing and they can get into it? Yeah, come on. You know what happened after that? Georgia State Senate Judiciary Subcommittee unanimously passed motion to audit Fulton County. Yeah, not Cobb County, Fulton County, absentee ballots. All right. And then I keep hearing, well, where's that going to happen? Well, what's going to happen from that? That is a problem. I agree. What is going to happen to that? What's going to happen to that? He proved that they can hack into it. Not only that, oh man, they went into, they had many different people coming in and talking, but then they had some, I don't know, what were they, I don't remember exactly who they were, but they were showing these graphs and statistics and the statistical anomalies and how it was literally impossible, improbable, all of the above for these numbers to happen. Not to mention, Rudy Giuliani, of course, came on and was talking, showing the video, of that woman who was running the ballots. She ran the same ones 3 times in a row. Turns out another person in that video also ran multiple ballots through in the same video, but we actually never saw that part. But I do remember, I don't know if you've seen it, but this video that shows this woman running the same ballots through the machine 3 times. And then they bring up to the fact that military votes were 90% for Biden. All right, I traveled a lot this year, and I became very political this year. And every single time I flew, I would always see military flying around. I have some military in my family. And I made a point to walk up to them, thank them for their service, because I absolutely appreciate what they do and what that means to me as an American citizen, what our military means to us, that they're out, defending us. You can disagree with what they're doing, but they're the ones, following orders. Doesn't matter. They're serving their country. I always want to give them thanks. So thank you if you're in the military. But besides that, I would always ask, hey, would you mind talking about your political leanings? Who would you vote for? The election's coming up. Obviously, this was throughout the year. Who would you vote for? Not once did I hear Biden. Literally every single time. Trump. Oh, awesome. Me too. I'm definitely voting for Trump. Why? Do you mind me asking why? He's kept me out of wars. He pays us. During the Obama years, I guess a lot of people in the military weren't even getting paid. All right? They were having issues just getting paid to serve. These people are serving our country. They should be treated with respect and at least get paid. My goodness. But they were, under Trump, he made sure the military all got paid. He kept them out of wars. Have we seen a war since Trump became president? No. He's only increased the peace, which is incredible. It's something to commend. So every time I talk to them, and they're just like, every single one is like, yep, I'm voting for Trump. So now this is just my personal interactions with everyone in the military that I know and I've met throughout the year. But for them to all be for Trump, and then to hear that in Georgia, for some reason, Georgia's military, 90% were voting for Biden. And not only that, those ballots weren't folded. Okay? And now you think that that's a little weird, right? Or maybe not weird. But it turns out all military absentee ballots have to be mailed, folded, and put into the envelope and mailed off. Well, it turns out a lot of these ballots weren't folded. They were pristine, in perfectly packed, pristine stacks, not folded at all, just crisp ballots. Okay, so how does that make sense? Suddenly now there's a 90% swing of military votes, all right? This is one of the people that were testifying today in the Senate hearing. So it's it's a little. How do you explain that? How do you explain these ballots that are supposed to be folded and sent off, to through the appropriate channels, because absentee ballot, have to be sent in. But then all of them are pristine. Now, I've actually heard about this in different places too. I heard about it in PA that it's happening. It's like, what really is going on? But honestly, the biggest thing is the fact that he hacked into the machines right then and there. Unanimous. All right, we got to audit this because this is ridiculous. Then we have another woman came on and said, yeah, here's video of them actually destroying ballots. And one of the guys was like, I don't see ballots being destroyed here. Can you prove this to me? I see the envelopes here. Now, an audit, you have to cross-reference the envelope to the ballot. So the ballot and the envelope stay together. So even if they were destroying the envelope, okay, wait, but why would you be destroying anything? You're supposed to be keeping it for up to 22 months after an election. So for them to be getting rid of anything that had to do with the election at all, why? Why? They talked about trust but verify, right? Trust but verify. Well, I don't trust anything because I don't have any verification. I need verification that this is legit. The American people deserve to have verification that this election was legit. The more I look, the more I see that it was definitely not legit at all. The mere fact that he can hack in to these machines in the middle of a hearing and say, yep, right now we're connected. Yep, here it is, proof that we're connected to a voting machine being used right now in the Georgia runoff, which is a huge deal. What happens in this Georgia runoff? They're using the same machines. How do we trust it? My goodness, it's pretty crazy. All right, so that's all the stuff that's going on with the runoff, or excuse me, with the hearing that was going on today.